Hello, I've got the day off work today, so I'm going to head up the allotment, but I just thought I'd give you a quick show you around what's in the garden before I head up. Okay, let's go and have a look at the top. I'll turn the camera around. Okay, these are dwarf French beans, and they're getting slugged, so I think I'm going to take them up. Let's just see if there's any snails around the edge. Yeah, there's one there. So yeah, they're going to go up this weekend, I think. Over here I've got some beetroot that I'm going to take up and put in. This is sweet corn, spare sweet corn. You can see by the amount of water and much rain we've been having over the past couple of days. Got a couple of pots of potatoes. These are sapomira, saved from last year. And over here I've got a few things. There's some parsley there. There is some spring cabbage in that one, just coming up. And some cauliflowers in that one. These are some nasturtiums I'm going to put out the front. I've got some sage in pots down here. We've had a lot of wet weather recently, and the weather's been really not as warm as it should be, so I moved all these peppers in here. As you can see, this one's doing really well. In fact, I'm going to take these reds off later today. There's 3 good red ones there. Hopefully it's 2 different plants. So yeah, these are the Anaheim, and I've been reading about them, and they're not particularly hot. They're not even as hot as a jalapeno. So in fact they're quite a mild pepper. So they'll go good in a lot of dishes. You can see over there in the corner I've got my onions and my garlic just drying out there. These ones here, red cherry, well, they're green at the minute, but they're doing okay. They're not particularly hot either, so they'll be good. And these are little sweet red peppers, sweet peppers. And these ones here are Hungarian wax, not the Hungarian hot wax, but just Hungarian wax. This pepper is just beginning to start to turn red. You can see it there. So actually I think I'm doing okay. I mean, this one's got some decent size peppers on it. I mean, I think that's the biggest one I've ever grown. So I'm quite happy with these. If the weather was sunny and it was a few degrees warmer, I'd have them outside. But it's just been quite miserable here the past month. We've had more rain than usually. I think we've had about 160% of the normal rain we get for July down this part of Devon. So we've had what we usually get plus 60% more. But anyway, now as you can see down there at the bottom, there's other ones turning red as well. So yeah, this weekend, in fact I might do it tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be another very blustery day. I might take the red ones off, then I'll start planning my menus for the week to see if we can use them. Okay, that's the shed tour finished on the back garden. I'm going to pack all my gear in the car and go up to the allotment. It's supposed to be dry today. We have had a little bit of rain this morning, but I'm hoping it's going to continue to stay dry and we manage to dodge the showers before they come in later this evening. So I'll see you back up at the allotment. Hello everyone, we're back up on the plot at the minute. I'm just getting ready to start some work, but first I'll give you a quick tour around and show you what's been happening on the plot over the past couple of weeks. Over the perimeter wall, there's a lot of construction work going on, so it's going to be very noisy, so I might not be doing a lot of talking on this video. We'll see what happens, but I've got the whole day off work. I plan to get some work done, and I plan to plant in a lot of seeds, just for like a last chance at getting a few vegetables out of the plot. So let me swing the camera around and I'll take you around and show you what the plot looks like at the moment. Okay, right. This sweet corn needs a little bit of weed to get these nettles out, but as you can see, it's growing, it's getting bigger. We've got sweet corn growing on that one, and we've got the pollen on that one. So the wind will blow the pollen and hopefully it will land on the tassels down below. So these are all tassels that need to get pollinated, and I think these all, each one of these will pollinate a seed on the cob, which is where we'll get a corn from. I think that's how it works anyway. Okay, so around here we've got the kale, which is looking fantastic. We have been getting a few of them. That one's been chewed a bit. There's a few of them getting chewed a bit, but there's a lot of nice kale there as well. And over here, this one's getting hit a little bit. I'll have another look for. I did read this the other week, but I'll have another look for any snails or slugs, because it's been so wet recently. It's been great weather for the snails and slugs around here. These are the mystery brassicas. We're not quite sure what these are. They could be cauliflowers, or they could be sprouting broccoli or calabrese. So we'll wait to see what happens with these. I'm just going to run a hoe over this, then I'm going to plant a load of seeds in here. I've got some carrots, some beetroot, some chard, some lettuce, things like that. Just things that we might get, if the weather warms up, we might get another growing out of. Let's have a look at the tomatoes. Right, these are the tomatoes. These are aroma, and these are doing really well, as you can see. So we've got quite a few on there, even down there, although they look like a different type. So we've got some more aroma here, all coming along well, and some there. We've got some Brad's Atomic Grape, which are all doing well, as you can see. These are red cherry, I think, and these ones are split because of the water. It gets so wet, they just take up as much water as they can in the split. These ones here are Moneymaker, which is just like a bog standard tomato, but it's usually a good cropper, and we're hoping to get something off of them. This one here is Beefmaster, and these are big beefsteak tomatoes. There's quite a few on here actually, so yeah, I'm hoping for some good things. These are Moneymaker again, and I think these are Moneymaker again. There's one there. Oh, it's almost ripening up. Look at that, almost there. This is another Roma. which there's a few I could do with going round and cutting off some of the lower leaves. And these are Brad's atomic grape again. Sorry about the noise. There's a lot of construction going on, as I said. So these were the squashes I put in. Now, I came up the other day and I put these over to try and protect them. But these are the third ones, sorry, the second lot that I've put in, and they've been slugged. So I've got one squash growing here. So yeah, a bit disappointing, and I think it's too late in the year to start growing them again. We've got a few little beetroots on this one, in this bed. Got a couple in there. White one in there. They're not big by any means, so we're going to leave them. We've got more potatoes growing in bags here. Just take off these flowers. Of course, we did have ones growing in this sack as well until someone decided it was a weed and pulled it out. Quite a lot of blackberries on here. I'm trying to actually cut these back whenever I can, because I don't want them growing, because they're so invasive. But what I'll do is I'll strip them of the blackberries first and maybe cut them back later. As you can see there, let's just try one. Yeah, they're nice. They're very nice. More potatoes. And you can see the raspberries in the background. We've had a few pickings off the raspberries, so I'll do another one today. And oops, excuse me, I'll do another one today and get some more of them. Blueberries, I might just take these all off, see if I can get some sort of crop off it. I'm in two minds whether to get rid of them or not, or keep them. This is a rhubarb, which Delilah's going to have in her plot. I'll give you a quick tour of Delilah's plot while I'm here as well. These are the leeks that we put in. These are musselburgh. They're all seem to be doing well, apart from one over there that's disappeared. We've got potatoes over there, which are doing quite well. I think they are the sapomiro again. We've got the runaway raspberries in this bed that have grown from the original bed. And these are fantastic. I'm going to cut all these back. I don't need 2 beds of raspberries. 1 bed's enough for me. So what I'll do is come January, I'll let these go until about January. Then I'll cut them back down, dig them out and give them to Delilah if she wants them. These are Delilah's tomatoes. She's got quite a few red ones there. A couple are split because of all the rain, all the moisture they've taken up. But she's got quite a few there. And this is our courgette plant. It's got a bit of powdery mildew on it, but it's got a very nice little courgette there. So they're coming, and there's loads of more flowers. So finally, Delilah's going to get some courgettes. She's got more tomatoes here, and she's got more squashes here, which are a bit more developed than what I had. These are the beans. We've had a couple of pickings off these beans, so we're going to have another picking this weekend. As you can see, it's just, this is all just one plant. They're everywhere. These are my favourite. In fact, we had these last night. We had Szechuan dry fried green beans with pork and mushroom and some steamed rice, and they were fantastic. We also call them magic beans because they turn green once you cook them, or even once you freeze them actually as well. but the plants just, they're everywhere. I've also got these mystery beans that some women gave Delilah when I was laid up in bed. Delilah was putting in the beans, and a woman gave Delilah 3 of these green bean plants. So we're getting plenty of beans off this one as well. Look at the size of that one. We're getting plenty of green beans off this one as well. So they're doing well. These are the borlotti beans, which I'm going to save for podding, so then get the beans off them. Some more Blauhild beans as well. So we'll get some, but we really needed a lot more, because we're not picking from this. We're letting them get podded. We're not picking the beans early. It doesn't produce as many flowers. These are the green gauge, and these are getting riper all the time. Some of them are getting there. A couple of moth-eating, well, not moth-eating, but slug-eating cabbages, red cabbages. We'll see if we get any of them. I put a few more in when I weeded this bed the other week, and there's a few cauliflowers as well. But yeah, it just seems the slugs are doing really well this year. Let's go and have a look at Delilah's cucumber. And we've also got some Swedes and some not Swedes. So wow, it's nice and warm in here. This is Delilah's cucumber. Just let me rearrange a few things. Try and get this out without damaging the plant. Right, we had a shelf at the back and the plant was growing round it. So yeah, we've got a couple of flowers. Don't know if that could be a small one there. But it's certainly doing okay in here. These are Swedes, they're called Bora, or Bora. And we'll just, as I said, we're throwing seeds in the ground and then trays and that to see if we can get anything. So I'll put some of these seeds down in that bed as well. Not seeds, seedlings. And I'll save some for Delilah. Let's go and have a look at Delilah's plot to see how much work's been done so far. There are peas in here which are beginning to come up. Initially they were getting hammered by the pigeons, but it looks like we're getting flowers on them now. They're not growing very tall, but I could do with a trim here with a strimmer. These peas here are Mange 2. So they're doing okay, except for that one there at the end. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know, it could be pigeon damage. This area up here is what I'm going to try and tackle today. Sort of clear it out. I've got the strimmer, I'll give it another strim, and then I'm going to see if I can dig out all the clumps of grass and tidy it up, because it's just, the more I leave it, the more out of hand it's going to get. And you wouldn't believe I strimmed most of this last week. It's just, it's warm and humid. This is a nice plot. It's warm and humid, and we're just getting constant rain every day. Hopefully no rain today. Tomorrow we've got rain coming in overnight and early morning, but I'm hoping it's going to be gone by the afternoon, but there is going to be strong winds. Okay, so this is Delilah's plot here. I gave her some of these purple French beans to try out. So got this bed going, and she's got a few leeks which seem to be doing well, apart from that one that's lying down, but he'll pick up. They're doing okay. These are the potatoes that were already there. They're not great. She dug one up last week. It's not great. I think she's going to extend this bed all the way up there. And use it for planting in. Got some windfalled apples. I don't think they're ready yet. But yeah, this is a plot. So it's good. It's good. She's got a few things in it already. And if she comes up this weekend, I'll give her a hand doing a little bit more. As you can hear, there's a lot of noise going on from the construction. Get off the road because there's a car coming. So yeah, so I'm going to. They're building about 400 homes over there. If you have a look on Google Maps. It'll show you the size of the area. But the problem is there's a very long area with access only at both ends, and the council want to make a cycle path coming through here. So they're going to replace this perimeter wall with a chain link fence, which will make it easier for the kids to get in if they want. And they want to put a gap here, build a road up here. They're going to fence in that side and fence in that side, fence in the door. They said they'll give us a new hut if they have to, and produce a cycle path going up to the main road up there. So we're hoping that's not going to happen. We haven't heard any more word back about that. But that was planned at one time. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down and get on with some work. Actually, I might pour myself a coffee first and then get on with some work while these guys get on with their work. So I'll show you around later once I've got started on a few things. Well, it's 4:30 now. All the construction workers have gone home, and the silence is beautiful. It's been quite a busy day for me. Let me go and show you what I've been up to. Okay, so I've just grabbed myself some raspberries, some blackberries, so they'll be good. This bed, I've got 2 rows of bolt hardy beetroot here. Then I've got 2 rows of Detroit 2 Crimson Globe beetroot. Got 2 rows of Autumn King carrots. I've got 2 rows of Cherry Bell radishes. Then I've got 2 rows of Little Gems, 2 rows of Arctic King, which is another lettuce. And then I've got 2 rows of the Bora Swede that we planted in cell trays a few weeks ago. So I haven't watered them in, but I'm not going to bother because we're going to get a lot of rain tonight anyway. I've dug out a lot of my compost bins, and I'll start spreading it over here, see if I can improve the clay soil a little bit, make it less. It goes like from one extreme to the other. It goes really sticky when it's wet to as hard as concrete when it dries. So I've done them. Haven't done anything with the tomatoes, as you can see. The strawberries, I actually harvested my strawberries last week. I'll stick a picture in right now of the harvest I got last week. There you go, 1 strawberry. That's all I've got so far this year. I wish the motorbikes would clear off. Yes, you. It's not the diggers, it's the aeroplanes, it's the motorbikes. As you've seen, I've just gone round this, and although I've got to put it off, this one's not quite ready yet. But there's plenty more that should be ready. I mean, that branch is bent by the weight of the raspberries on the end. A lot of them are not ready yet, but they will be in a few days' time. And yeah, the flowers just keep coming. Sorry, Mr. B. The flowers just keep coming. I've got some cabbages and cauliflowers in here, but as you can see, the slugs have been having a whale of a time. Don't get me wrong, it might not be the slugs, it could be the snails, so it's either slugs or snails, one of the two. It's been a good year for them. I'm not going to pick any beans, I'm going to leave that until tomorrow, or if they don't come up tomorrow, it'll be Sunday. So picky beans, like Delilah, have some of them as well. As I say, it's very nice. We had some for our dinner last night. So I've sort of been fixing out this area, getting all the creeping thistle out, and just trimming it back and get it back, because I've got a bench at home that I want to bring up, so I can put, eventually the idea is to put the bench here so we can sit under the tree and get a bit of shade, you know, when it's really sunny. Really sunny. Remember those days? Yeah, the days when we were complaining about all the hot sunshine, and yeah, well, we'd have them back. But yeah, there's still a lot of work to do in there. There's a couple of concrete slabs in there, but they're massive. I'll need help to move them, so I'm hoping Delilah has a porridge in the morning before she comes up here. These green gauges, no, oh, that one's a little bit soft. Let me try. No, it's still not ready. Oh, that's very sour. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't look as if I've done a lot, but actually I have. And I've done some weeding as well, some of the beds. So I'm going to call it a day now. I'm going to go back home and I'm going to have a shower and I'm going to make some dinner. But yeah. Well, that's it for this one. Actually, it might not be. I might film something tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to finish it up for today, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.